growing intensity that this match is providing and the kind of maybe internal pressure you're feeling as your opponent and you are playing games that are just absolutely mind-bending?
Well, as in last World Championship match, there are a lot of ups and downs. There are not so many perfect games, and in last World Championship, only also one game there, he's winning at some point, and then suddenly I'm winning at the end. So, but today during the game, I didn't realize I was winning at some point. Yeah, I think he missed some important details. Let me get back to the game. Before that, he would totally outplay me again. Actually, I didn't feel so much nervous during the game. I just feel uncomfortable out of the opening.
Before we get to actual moves, I'd like to ask the challenger, how is it that you're turning down draws in positions where, again, your seconds must be thinking, why doesn't he just take the draw and leave? And you're just continuing to play positions that look like potentially you would risk losing.
Yeah, actually, this position where I didn't repeat, I didn't think I was in much danger. So, I mean, I always thought with this weak king and my strong pawn on b3, I should have play. I thought maybe even I might have some chances, but okay. Yeah, it was just a misjudgment of the position.
If we can get to just a few moves, we could analyze this for hours. Obviously, the game was so fascinating. But at one point, the move f6 seemed to give you pause. Was it a surprise to you?
I want to play something like b4 to create space on the queen side. Like this. And d5 maybe queen c2. Gain some space on the queen side, but then I decided to play nature move castle.
You played this move f6. Many people in the VIP room, including one of your mentors, Anand, said he was quite shocked by this move and surprised, wondering if it had ever happened before. Is it something that you had, well, it looks like something you had deeply prepared. Can you tell us anything about this move?
Yeah, I mean, it was part of my preparation, and I would like to also mention, my team. They have been doing a great job, not only Gayu but my other team members as well, and we managed to surprise him in the opening. So, doing a great job. I would like to thank my team so far, and hopefully more such interesting ideas will come.
I'll continue on that vein. Later in the game, it seemed they had a fantastic position. You even took a pawn on a2, which seemed like maybe even a winning move. But just a second later, you chose to play your knight on d7 to c5 instead of, sorry, your knight from a6 to c5 instead of the knight from d7 to c5, which looked like a very powerful move. Did you consider that move, and what was the minus in your mind? Why you didn't play it?
Yeah, actually, this knight d5 move just looked weird to me. So I was mainly considering knight c5, and I thought what I did in the game must be winning. But clearly he has, I guess with the knight on d7, he always has some tricks with bishop h3, and I need to watch out for the unpleasant pin. Yeah, I just didn't realize knight d5 was that strong. I mean, it was also based on the fact that I missed queen e1 instead of in the next move, knight c5, rook c1. I mean, I thought queen d2, b4 is just winning for me, but I just missed queen e1.
Queen e1.
Yeah.
Was it because of knight takes?
Knight d3, queen c3, yeah. And it was actually very impressive that my opponent found this queen e1 so quickly. So yeah, great defense by him.
Did you spot this knight dc5 in this position as a serious move? Once he played the other knight, you seemed to just be on autopilot, playing all your moves pretty instantly. Very strong moves at that. But had you noticed this other idea of playing this knight to this square, which would have...
Just when I was calculating knight d5, he played knight a5.
I go rook c1.
Let's see.
Queen c2. The same position with the knight on c5.
Yeah, it looks like your pawns are moving. Even if you lost this piece, these pawns...
Not so sure actually.
It looks like a very strong pin along these lines, and which it is, but it's hard for white to exploit anything here.
Yeah, just a very tricky position.
Then the game turned quite dramatically, and suddenly you were winning an exchange. Did you feel that now, when you were winning the exchange, you had some winning chances, or it looked like it was always going to be on balance?
Did I miss some win here? Knight e1, but if you just go bishop f7.
Yeah, bishop f4, tricky and strange move. Sort of weird computer moves that seem to apply pressure.
Oh, take and go back. Finally grab the piece. I thought here he can play b4.
Yeah, but bishop f4.
Oh.
Bishop d5.
Oh, bishop e3.
Bishop e3 is coming after rook c8. So did you have the feeling you might be winning and you missed something, or did you feel like you were just moving and going with the flow? Chilling, if you will.
I'm just trying to develop my pieces and to see what happens.
Did you feel like you were busted? Like when suddenly the game completely turned around and you were defending, you had to start finding some only moves almost. Did you feel like you were in trouble, or that the game was still within bounds?
I mean, I kind of felt that I lost control, but I never thought I was losing because I mean, it's just a very concrete position. You either see the trick or not, yeah. But yeah, I mean, I saw this position which happened in the game with knight c6, take bishop c5, and I thought, okay, probably all my advantage is gone. But I mean, in the next few moves. Yeah, I probably thought all my advantage is gone, but I did not think it was even bad for me. Yeah, probably after. Yeah, now that I see the position, it's quite obvious, but during the game it was not.
Someone, I think it was my client, asked me, you're a half full kind of guy, glass half full,
Yeah.
optimistic. Was this another case of your optimism, or are you generally just fearless? Because a lot of players would have just taken a draw, especially later on here. It just seemed to make sense to just repeat, and you
Yeah.
decided maybe I'll have a chance to win, and you still kept playing.
Yeah, as I said, I didn't think it was like I was in a lot of danger. So, I mean, obviously, if I knew the position was bad, I would have taken the draw.
All right. Well, those are my questions. May I invite the press to come and ask their questions.
My question is to Gukesh. Did you think you were better after you played b5?
Yeah, I thought I was much better, probably close to winning. Yeah, since my opponent also played rook b1, b5 just looked like a very, very strong move. And yeah, probably I was better, but yes, soon he found this bishop b2, bishop d4, and the position got very tricky. I had to be very precise, which yeah, which I did not.
Just a little follow-up, like what were your thoughts when he played bishop to d4? Did you think which knight to put on, like c5?
Yeah, I thought knight c5. I mean, I was mainly thinking knight a c5, which I played in the game, but basically I missed his queen e1 resource. So I thought what I played was winning, but yeah, I missed queen e1. If I had seen queen e1, maybe I would have spent more time in knight dc5. But I still like, I'm not very sure. I think it's the position still has some tricks, but yeah, probably knight c5. The knight dc5 was better.
Yes, just last question off the chess. Today, the World Rapid and Blitz 2024, the players list came out. We did see Gukesh in there. Question to both the players. Gukesh, I think you'll be playing that, and also Ding, are you considering playing in New York?
I don't know. I didn't think much about it, but probably after the match I'll think.
ClimateChess.com. Just want to thank the players for the last 48 hours of chess. It's been great on our end. My question is for the world champion, Ding Liren. When you gave away the A pawn pretty much right away, you got a lot of praise on the chess.com commentary from Daniel Naroditsky and Peter Lecko that you gave yourself the best practical chance. So I'm curious if you thought giving away the A pawn was objectively the best move, or if you thought it was just the hardest path for Gukesh to prove an advantage.
Well, it's based on miscalculation. I mean, he can cover the queen with knight c5, both knight. I only thought queen c6, and I have rook a1, b4, queen d2, something like this. I have great compensation. I thought he cannot take the pawn, then I think it's the best way to activate my pieces.
Kesh, we've seen you here with your dad. Ding, you have quite a few family members. So my question is, how is your family supporting you in this journey?
Yeah, as usual, I'm here with my dad and Gayo. Yeah, my dad pretty much takes care of everything other than chess, so that I can focus fully on my job, and my mom is also supporting me in her own way back from home. Yeah, all my family, friends, my team, they're doing a great job, and I'm really thankful to them.
Mother accompany me as usual, and she wake me up, and she sometimes provide food for me. So she's doing her job.
Hello, I'm Katarina from the German Chess Federation, and my question is to Ding. With the time management, we've seen kind of the same pattern as yesterday. When you were really low on time, you managed to play really good moves. When you look at your games, do you want to change anything with your time management, or were you happy during the game when you were so low on time? Yeah.
Hard to say. If I can play the quality as in the time trouble, I prefer to stay in low on time.